So for this week on your table, I am at the Dale and Martha Hawk Museum Antique Farm Show. And our family comes here every year with a bunch of friends that we consider family. And we get kind of step back in history. And we all know that my favorite things are tractors and coffee. So by no means am I an engineer or understand the complexity of the issue, but I just want you to understand a little bit, because this is how families fed themselves many years ago, and it took a lot of work, a lot of time for these families to produce the food, and they couldn't produce it for the amount of people that we feed and do it now today with modern technology. So these steam engines back over here, the cool thing about them, and the best way to explain how they work, is an espresso machine, right? We're back to the coffee. When you think about how an espresso machine works, it's basically water boiling to build up steam, which builds up pressure to push that water, hot water, through the coffee grounds and give you coffee. Well, with the steam engine, you need wood, and you have a firebox, and you heat that up, which heats the water inside of the steam engine. That water, once it starts to boil, creates steam, and they have separate gauges for their water, for their fire, for their steam. And then when the steam gets to a certain pressure, instead of, a coffee machine, it forcefully pushes and extracts the coffee out. It is the same thing. It is giving that power to the tractor to move and to operate and to do the things that it needs to do. So, coffee and tractors have a lot more in common than you think. Technology and farming has come so far over the years, and instead of just going out and starting your tractor and going to the field, it's a matter of chopping the wood, getting the water, standing there waiting for everything to heat up to get to the pressure, and then in the same aspect, at the end of the day, we let our tractor cool down for a little bit and then we shut it off. Well, with these, someone has to be there and monitor them because, again, of safety precautions and the boiling water and the steam and the fire. Injuries were a lot more prevalent back then too, because you had all these different moving parts and all these ways to get hurt. So we just need to be grateful and thankful for the way that we can produce food even better now than we could before. But we have to remember all the hard work and time that people put into it back then as well. So I hope you have a good week, and check out the museum online, and feel free to come out. It's every year in June.